Ahoj lidi, já vás vítám, tady Robokop a tohle je další díl ze Skyrimu, jej. Tak mi tady něco vypadlo, aha. No, mi se právě rozpadla ty vole klávesnice, tak to je fakt báječný ty vole, přímo ve videu. Kurva. Tak, se rychle spraví, tak, už to je. Tak, minule jsme skončili to v Helkinu, kde na nás zautočil drak a taky jsme si vyrobili koukásou postup zeletka. Tak a teď se popovídáme za hlavy.
Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Ne?
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. We could really use someone like you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them. Of course, I know today wasn't the best introduction to the Legion, but I hope you'll give us another chance. The Legion could really use someone like you, especially now. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
Myslíš, že generál Tullius ví, odkud se tu ten drak vzal?
No, not yet. After all, a dragon, something out of old tales and legends. No one could have expected that. But you can bet he'll be trying to figure it out. This could shift the whole balance of the war. If you want to help stop that dragon, your best bet is to go to Solitude and join up with the Legion.
Jo. To si musím pomyslet. Tvé důvody jsou přesvědčivé, že já se přidám.
I hope so. The Legion is Skyrim's only hope right now. Come on, we better get moving. I hope that dragon isn't still flying around here somewhere. General Tullius has his headquarters in Castle Dower, in the city of Solitude, northwest of here. You'll want to talk to Legate Rika. She deals with the new recruits. I'll be sure to put in a good word for you if I get back to Solitude first. You didn't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak and his top lieutenants. Right, the leader of the Stormcloaks. They claim to be fighting for Skyrim's freedom, but the war is really all about Ulfric wanting to be High King of Skyrim. You haven't heard of the civil war in Skyrim? I guess down in Cyrodiil, people have other things to worry about. It's pretty simple. Ulfric founded the Stormcloaks years ago, as a sort of private army to advance his ambitions. He's always used the ban on the worship of Talos to stir people up against the Empire. He never succeeded in getting much support, so a few months ago he murdered the High King. That got the Empire's attention. So did I. If the damn Stormcloak somehow found one, or woke it up, the war might be about to take an ugly turn. Hard to believe it was just a coincidence, that the first dragon anyone's seen for centuries attacks just as Ulfric was about to be executed. A masterstroke by General Tullius. He's only been in charge here for a few months, but he's turned things around for the Empire. We've been trying to catch Ulfric since the war started, but he always seemed to slip through our fingers, like he knew we were coming. This time, the general turned the tables on him. Ulfric rode right into our ambush with only a few bodyguards. He surrendered pretty meekly too. So much for his death or glory reputation. I thought we were taking Ulfric back to Cyrodiil, but I guess the general changed his mind. You know the rest. I guess that wasn't such a big deal elsewhere in the Empire, but here it's caused a lot of resentment. Native son and all that. Even I'll admit it hasn't been the Empire's finest hour. But it wasn't like the Emperor had any choice, did he? If he hadn't signed the peace treaty with the Thalmor, they would have destroyed the Empire. Then where would Skyrim be? That's the part that Ulfric's supporters always conveniently forget about. Unless the Empire stands together, the Thalmor will destroy us all. We'd better keep moving. I feel like that dragon might be up there watching us right now.
Jo, tak jdi. Jdem. Chci zase někoho zabít. To baví. Počkat. Inventář. Oblečení. Dáme si kapsu.
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. You could really use someone like you.
Strašidelný.
And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
Neboj, draci tady jsou, no. Tak jako, z toho se nikdo neposede, ne? Že tady přiletěl jeden dráček a zabil to Helgen, ne? No, zničil Helgen, ale tady se rozbírá ty kytičky. Je, ta hudba, to je krásná. Ha, to bych chtěl.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it.
Fakt? Douringové? Já jim říkám vždycky Douringové. Protože to je prostě lehké a jenom budu říkat hele. Strašné kamery.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
Wow. Kamen mága. Kamen zloděje. Kamen válčníka. Ti, kteří se narodili v znamení válčníka, se učí všechny bojové dovednosti od 23 let. V jednu chvíli můžeš mít pouze jedno požehnání ze znamení.
Warrior. Good. I knew you shouldn't have been on that cult the minute I laid eyes on you. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you've already earned your pardon. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, all right?
I knew I had something. I knew I had something.
Good.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
Jak jsem rád. Jej. Já ukážu, co se stalo, když zabijete jednu bezjednou sapičku. Já už jsem si to plně uložit.
I'm getting out of here.
A co se stane, když zabijete?
New to Riverwood? If you're looking for work.
Když zabijete jednu bezjednou sapičku. Promiň na kaši. Až si futuju v mým srdci.
Uncle Alvar, hello.
Hadvar, what are you doing here? Are you on leave from shores, boats, What happened to you, boy?
Shh,
Are you in
Uncle,
some kind of
please,
trouble?
keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
Prosím, jo. A tu máme jedinečný. Zadí, zadáme zadí.
What? What is it now, Mother?
Tak jdeme dovnitř a tam se popovídáme. Jej. Tak.
Sigrid, we have company.
Se sednu.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you.
Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy, what's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband,
Když říkáš o tom bylosti, tak... Když říkáš o tom bylosti,
tell a story.
tak já jsem opilý, no.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
Oprdám, to nechci, to chci, to chci, to chci, to chci.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me,
Pěkný.
I'll be in your debt.
Máš nějaké zásoby, které si
Like I
můžu
said,
vzít?
I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself to whatever you need.
Jak máš jenom tento? Jak se dostanu do
Cross the
měny?
river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace. Jarl Balgruuf, he rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last, though. I don't think he likes either Ulfric or Elisif much. Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor.
Takže ty potřebuješ
Of course. Skyrim has always been part of the Empire. That doesn't mean I support everything the Empire's been doing lately. But Nords have never been fair-weather friends. Ah, I forget you're new to Skyrim. Jarl Elisif, I should say. Although only because she was married to Jarl Torig when he was murdered. Ulfric murdered Torig, you know. Walked right into his palace in Solitude and killed him. Shouted him to death, if you believe the stories. That's what started this whole war. The Empire couldn't ignore that. Once the Jarls start killing each other, we're back to the bad old days. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill.
Co?
Hadvar,
All
did you
right,
really see a dragon? What did it look like?
Yes, Avora. 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 Dobíhal průsluku. A jak tam dojdu, tak ukončím tady to videjko. Možná. Nevím to jistě. Jsme krátký. Máš je potom ne? Já nemám tady čas. Počkat, inventář. Radši si vidí toto. Snad byl nějakou ochranu. Nikdo nestřel. Do doletky. A co? Fantom, ty jsi idiot. No, už jsme to uteklo. Počkat. Stoj. Stoj. Idiot. To je idiot. Co? Ty krásný měsíc. Ježišmar. Já jsem si tak lekal. To je idiot. To je krásný měsíc. Ta Skyrimská grafika je pěkná, hrozně. Hrozně pěkná. Hele. Wow. Takhle vypadá bílý bruslik. Kastáky. Někoho vidím. A tam je obor. Já nejdu pomoct. Obor je zlej. Obrovský.
Don't do that.
To si dělají, že mě prdel. Utěk. Utěk. Utěk, utěk, utěk. Je něco. Opust. Opust. Ne.
I'm gonna crush you like a bug.
Nezabijte mě. Ne. Ale to je zákaz.
I'm gonna kill you.
Já to zabiju. Ty musíš to vidět. Škoda, že to nemůžu pustit. Ach jo. Nechtěl jsem jich přímo utíkat. Ale to nevadí. A hlavně, aby jsem to zase nechodil od začátku, ty vole. To jsem fakt nechtěl chodit.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. Wow.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's storm.
Tak jo. Já přijdu k tomu Jarlovi a ukončíme tady to videjko. A ještě jdeme prostě jako se povídat. Jsem. Což tady ukončím. Jdeme. Nejde. Ty velký telos. Něco toho tam bude sát. To dáme. Se dělá památník a bude ten ukupěn takový sexy. Sexy. No. Tlačí si. Dovnitř. Ach jo. Tak. Takhle bychom to radši už ukončili. Tak. Tak. Takhle. Tak. Takhle a ukončíme to. Můžete dát tady tomu videu palec nahoru, komentář, co bych mohl změnit, odběr, abych mohl dál točit. Už jsem věděl, že z vás to baví, když dáte taky like. A ještě sdílejte, aby jsem měl ještě víc odběratelů a víc lajků, aby jsem to mohl dál natáčet. A jestli dáte dislike, tak nemáte si rád svý rodiče. A tak, čau, hoj.